Hi, I'm Dan Mellinger from Socialite. Socialite's a great way for local experts and local companies to create mobile apps that let others explore the world through their eyes. Today I'd like to show you an application that I created myself called Kid Can Play. My 3-year-old son Jack and I love to explore all the play spots here in New York City and wherever we travel. Kind of like to think we become connoisseurs of the best and worst places to play wherever we go. Also, I like to get recommendations from other playground connoisseurs to figure out where to go when we travel. So today, first I'm going to show you what a finished application created using Socialite looks like. Then, I'll show you a bit about how I created it. And finally, I'll do a deeper tour of the features and functionality of the app. So this is Kid Can Play. Essentially, you can find playgrounds and play spaces around you. I can just hop in and say I want, it's a hot day, so let's check out some spots that have water. It'll show me the closest spots near me. I see Madison Square Park Playground is the closest, but actually Diana Ross Playground's a wonderful spot. So let's go up there. It'll load up a note about that place. This is actually one that, I created myself. And I can see a gallery of images. Actually zoom in and see the image a little closer. That was Jack playing in the water, by the way. And I can see a map, actually where the place is. Zoom in, even get directions there if I like. And there's options for follow-up. I can say I like it, which will get posted on my Facebook wall immediately. I can see where it is. There's a URL, a website associated with this particular note. And this one doesn't have a phone number, but if it did, I could have a click to call. I could add my own comments, or someone else could add comments. And because it's mine, I could also delete this note. So that's a quick look at the basics of the app. Now let's show you a bit about how we made it, and then show you a bit more detail on the functionality and features. Here we have the Kid Can Play administration tool. This is a website that's used by administrators to bring together the content for the application, organize that content and the community that's contributing to it, and design the applications for the community for, in this case, Kid Can Play. So you'll see it says Kid Can Play up here. The URL is the custom domain that you get from Socialite when you're granted with a community, in this case playgrounds.socialite.com, which is also incidentally the same URL for the mobile website for that community. And we start on the dashboard, but at the top you can see the different components, and we'll walk through a few of these of the administration tool. Dashboard gives you a look at recent activity, some quick links to create new content and to update the settings of the community, as well as some really high-level metrics for your app, for your community. So the way Socialite works is you have places, which are real-world places. They've got a latitude and a longitude. They may have an address. They have a name of the place. And at those places, you have what we call notes. Now, a note is a piece of media or content. Could be text, could include pictures, video, audio at that place. And there could be one or more. Places can be tagged, so you can help organize them. In this case, we've got some places that are tagged playground, some water, when there's water at the spot, and various features are tagged as well. Most of them have addresses, but not all do. And most have one note, but some have more than that. Now I can see all of the places shown on this page in a map. Could even click on one of these and then dive a little deeper. So, in order to look at an individual note, let's go to a place that has more than one. This is the Tar Family Playground, which is in New York City. This has 2 notes, and each of them is listed here. I can see where this spot is on a map. I see it's on the west side of the park at 100th Street. I can go into one of these notes. Here's one that's created by a user called Shapiro Levan. Now if I go in there, I can just view it and just see the text that was created. if this is a moderated community, I would be able to approve or deny this note, and I could add a comment right here if I like as well. Notes may be organized into what we call channels. Now, channel is a group of notes, and in this case, Kid Can Play has one channel. You could have as many as you like, and the full day NYC exploration channel is a list of notes that's actually an ordered channel. And that means that I can drag and drop these around and essentially create a tour step by step. That's an option for any channel. Members would let me see all the members of my community and grant them rights and roles so that they could moderate it or administer the community. Comments will let me see comments on the content. Client applications shows a list of the apps that are associated with this community. For Kid Can Play, we have an iPhone app and a mobile web app. You could also imagine that there could be an Android app, BlackBerry, or really anything that your heart desires. And the iPhone config screen lets you configure mobile applications and design them, including iPhone apps. So here you see a visual representation of what the Kid Can Play application looks like, the dashboard, that first screen that you see. And each of these items can be dragged and dropped so that I can move them around and change the order. You can also delete items and add new ones from the left side. In this case, let's say that I want to add a link to a website. Now, here I'm going to add a link to the Parks Department website for New York City. Let's write down New York City Parks and Recreation and choose a thumbnail, which I already have saved over here. And then I just need to click the Add to Mobile Dashboard button, and that's going to be put over here on the right side in the dashboard. You're editing the dashboard live now, so whatever changes you make will go out to all of your users immediately. That new item goes right to the bottom, but if I want to put it above the phone number, I just drag it like that, and now I have a section of New York City focused links in my application. Let's go back to the iPhone app itself again now and show you in a little bit more detail all the features and functionality. Now we're back on the iPhone, and let's get this started up again. As you can see, that new item we added is right here on the dashboard, and if I were to click in, it will load the NYC Department of Parks webpage, just like we wanted it to. Alright, let's look at a little more features and functionality of the application. If we were to go in and look at one of these categories, this time let's look at Playground, we could see all of the notes in that category sorted by distance. Some have more than one note at a particular place. Those are collapsed into one item. And if I were to go in, then I could see both items. Any note list can be viewed on a map. Just click Map, and you can see everything on that list displayed right there. I can zoom in. I can also access the individual notes right from this map screen. Ah, there's Jack from a couple years back. Now, at any point in the application, I can also look at all notes in the complete community and run a search for a topic or for a place. Here back, we went to Bratislava in Slovakia. Let me show you some playgrounds from my trip there. All right. Well, here was one in the neighborhood where we were staying. It's a photo of it. See that map of Bratislava. And of course, I can like it on Facebook and add my own comments and notes. Let's add a comment. I logged out between that last time and this time. Here you see that we can log in either using the Socialite credentials or use Facebook. I'll use Facebook. And I'm going to black out my password. And now I've created an account that is associated with my Facebook account and can really do just about anything here. So for example, add a comment. And it gets posted live immediately. Before we part, I'm going to show you one more thing, which is how to add a note. Now I can add a note right from this application, or I can add it from the admin tool. In this case, let's add it from the application. I'm going to go back to our current location. And add a note right where I am. Here's the Socialite headquarters. Not a playground, so I'll delete it later, but type in a message. If I'd like, I can add a photo. I can confirm that it's in the right spot. Sure is, and just hit save. The photo and the text instantly get uploaded, and that note is available. Now, optionally, the application creator can choose to have a pop-up that asks the user if they would like to share it with Facebook. In this case, let's not. So, that's everything that I'd like to show today with the Socialite location-based mobile social application. I hope you enjoyed the tour and hope to see your applications out and about and use them. Feel free to get in touch with any questions.